done? Yep. All right. Guess what we get to do today?
Yay. It just says significant digits, so.
Use scientific notation. Okay, so now, even in this class, there were some of you guys who were like, I don't know how to do scientific notation. Even though I'm sure you were taught it in middle school. You had to have been. Maybe not you.
Lane makes it.
Maybe not you. But I know Mr. Lane had to have taught. Okay, but we'll review it. Take one day, we'll be done. And then we're moving on to our days tomorrow. Sure, right? Calculations and then doing them to the correct number of significant digits. So you have to know significant digits well to be able to do what we're doing tomorrow. So, you're having troubles with significant digits? Come talk to me. Actually, you could just come talk to me, but I'm probably just going to say you just need to familiarize yourself with the notes. Because once you know your notes, you know the rules. Is it hard? No. It's really not. Okay. All right. Put these all down and we'll talk here. That's just going to be a bunch of problems. Yeah, put it in your notes. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but yeah, I don't want you to necessarily answer them yet.
Darn, I did too many zeros. Nice. Oh, it didn't come.
Why is this so hard? Numbers.
Just writing it down and
Yeah?
how much are the last three worth?
How much is the last what? I think it's by two each, A, B, and C. Yeah. They don't do much good out there, do they? Go get them. All right. Don't start doing anything yet. Just write the numbers. Okay. We are going to convert to scientific notation. Now, here's how I do it. I think this is I don't know, this makes the most sense to me. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. But when you convert to scientific notation, or from scientific notation to standard form, all you're really doing is moving a decimal. Okay? The hardest part about it is which way to move the decimal. So I'll try to help clarify what way you should do. Okay, so I'm going to give you how to convert to scientific notation. This is how I do it. If the number is bigger than 1, the number is bigger than 1, it's going to be a positive exponent. No, I don't have room. The number is smaller than 1. Negative exponent. Write that in somewhere. Just so you have. You might be able to do this without needing my help, but just in case. I should probably put a star with something really important also. I think it should be also non-zero. Sorry. I didn't know. I forgot you guys are a hashtag generation. I call it now.
Oh my word.
A few more minutes, you two. Okay, I'm not going to give you an infinite amount of time. Alright, so what that simply says is when we're going to move the decimal, we're going to move the decimal to the same spot every single time. Okay? When I say always between the first two non-zero digits, do you remember how we read a number? What to what? Left to right. So when I'm saying moving it between the first two non-zero digits, which digits am I talking about in this number? 6 and 3. Those are your first two non-zero digits. How about this one? 2 and 2. How about this one? How about this one? How about this one? How about this one? Okay, you guys got it. Now, here's how this works. Okay? If the number's bigger than 1, you're going to move the exponent, or you're going to move the decimal, and your next one's going to be positive. Let me show you what I mean. Where's the decimal here? Where is it? Where should it be? Right there, right? Okay? You're going to move the decimal and count how many times you move it. How many spots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it between the first two whole numbers now? Yeah. 6.31 times 10 to the, how many spots did we move it? 5. Now, is this number greater or less than 1? So what's the exponent? Positive or negative? That's simple, guys. Let me do the next one, and then you can do the rest. Okay, where's the decimal here?
Right there.
Right there. Okay, now are we moving in a different direction? Yes. I don't like saying if you move left, you do this. If you move right, you do this. I think it's just bigger than 1 is going to be positive. Less than 1 is going to be negative. Okay? Shoot, did I turn that on? I bet I didn't. Is it? Oh, I did turn it on. Sweet. No problemo. Okay? So now, we're going to move this decimal to between the first two whole numbers. How many spots? Count with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. My bad.
So 2.23 times 10 to the, how many times do we move it?
5.
5, but it's going to be what? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Why is it going to be a negative exponent?
Because it's less than 1.
Because it's less than 1. It's quite a bit less than 1. Alright, you guys do the rest.
Yeah.
Done. I figured. This is not going to be this simple in 8th grade. I don't. Unfortunately. I mean, how many of you are like, oh, now I remember? Or did you already know?
I don't remember this.
Ever?
No.
Is it hard?
No.
So if you were told, you would never forget, right?
Yep.
It's pretty simple, right?
I don't. I love this. I've always.
Now this will help us in our ability to put things in scientific notation and know what these things mean, because a lot of, I don't know how many of you in here don't, but in 8th grade there's quite a bit more. We're like, well, what does that mean? I don't know how to deal with that. Well, it's just a number, just simplified or not made as long. Okay? Anybody still working? It's okay, say, yeah, I'm still working. There's no, in fact, it's probably good that you're still working. Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? Remember, you read a number left to right, so the first two whole numbers are going to be as you read it left to right, not this way. Does that make sense? Okay, if I'm reading this left to right, there's my first two whole numbers. If I'm reading this left to right, there's my first two whole numbers. If I'm reading this left to right, there they are. Okay? Next one. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah?
Yeah.
Questions? Now's the time. I don't care. I know it's like really hard. If everyone appears to be getting it, you have one little thing that's messing you up. I know the temptation is to, well, everyone's getting it. I don't want to look dumb if I ask a question. Trust me, you're dumber by not asking a question. Alright? There's a difference between feeling dumb and being dumb. No one in here is dumb. Some of you might feel dumb, but no one in here is dumb. I don't believe God created dumb people. Doesn't happen. Okay? I don't believe it. Shane, you think so? Okay. Alright. Here we go. First two whole numbers. 9.6. 1, 2. Negative 2 because it's a smaller than 1 number. Yeah? Okay. Woo! We gotta move decimal. A lot of spots here. 6 zeros, so 6 spots. 7, 8. You actually counted them? You need to count the zeros and you're good. 3 zeros, 5. There's no zeros there, so that doesn't work. But, yeah. Okay, so essentially you're just counting the zeros. Did I just squeak there? I kind of squeaked. I guess I'm going through puberty again. Darn it. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, now you're like, how did I forget that from middle school? It's so simple. Okay. How did you not? You went to ACA, that's why. Yes. It's a different school.
Our enemy.
No, they're not. They're on our side.
Yeah.
They just don't do it well as us. That's just. All right, let's do the other way.
There we go.
There you go, put this in, we'll talk about it. I think you'll find it's not any more difficult, but being able to do this will help us with what we're going to do in the future. I just want to make sure that I realize that this class it comes a little bit naturally, a little bit easier, so I'm not going to go crazy deep into this. And again, it might be a little different than what you're used to, and I just think this makes a lot more logical sense. That's essentially positive, negative exponents based on whether the number is bigger or less than 1. If you've got a way that you've been doing it and it's been working for you, stick with it. You don't have to follow everything I do. I'm not so egotistical, so prideful to not think there are multiple ways of doing it. Okay? And whatever works for you is fine. I'm just giving you one way. Alright, let's make another little line here. Now we gotta look at the exponents, and the exponents tell us what we're going to do. Okay, positive exponents. Now, I'm going to write what direction you move. Okay, you are going to move the decimal left, but I am going to give you something else that will kind of go back to what I said here that should also help you. You should get a small number. I am going to do a hashtag, aka the number sign. So you can fix it if you want to. I know I'm dealing with a generation that doesn't know what the number sign is. It's hashtag. Okay? Okay, there you go. got them in? You guys aren't solving it, are you? I'm assuming you're writing here. I'd rather you.
Ethan. I thought we were really done already.
I mean, I'll explain 2 of them here. Again, I know some of you guys know all these, but I can't be so naive to think everybody does. Okay? So, here we go. Looking at this one. Here we got a negative exponent. The negative is going to tell you what direction you're moving in. Now, I do have which direction to move, but you can also think logically. Okay? Negative exponent, it says move right. Wait.
No.
That is wrong. I flipped those.
Yeah, we need to flip that way.
Go like this.
So negative exponent.
Yes. Did you guys were like, what is it doing?
I short down the right.
Okay, if you ever like see me do something, you're like, that's not right. It's okay. Just say, Mr. Kramer, I don't think that's right. Because I'll just say, you're wrong if you're wrong. But if you're right, I'll say, thank you. Cool? Alright. I looked at that like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, negative exponent. It says move left. Okay? But remember, negative means small number. If I move the decimal right 5 spots, is that number bigger or less than 1? Can we have a negative exponent give me a number bigger than 1? No. So you can simply just know that you got to move left for negative exponent, or you can think, which direction would I have to move to get a smaller than 1 number? Does that make sense? So I'm looking up here. I've got to get a smaller than 1. If I move right, that gives me a big number. If I move left, that would give me a what? Small number. Okay? So unfortunately, I'm going to write it to the side so I have some room to kind of how to do this here. Okay, because you're like, I can only move 1. Okay, so essentially you're going to kind of use your imagination here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where your decimal goes. Fill in zeros. So your answer would be Thank you. I'll be here all week. Is that right though? Does that make sense? Is that coming back to you from a previous way yonder? You never learned this? You did? Were you homeschooled or what? Good. Homeschooled, yeah. It was 2 years ago? Okay, yeah. My experience with homeschoolers is they're either way smarter than us or way dumber than us. There's no in between.
And you just went over and didn't create dumb people.
Oops. No, I didn't create dumb people. You're right. But no. Listen. No. Because of the choices they have made, they have not increased their capacity to be smarter.
That's a good way of putting it. That's
You dumb. Okay. Alright. So let's write that a little bit better. What is it? 2, 1, 3.
Yeah.
Now here's another way to figure out how many zeros without imagining and doing that little like imaginary. Okay, how many times would I have to move the decimal to get past the non-zero numbers? 1. Well, 5 minus 1 is what? 4. Add 4 zeros. Put a decimal.
So I did it. The easy way.
Okay, does that make sense? Some of you already know that, but just a quick little way to do that. Okay, how about this one? Exponent is? No. Yes, but positive. Great, it's 4. We know that. Okay, positive tells us what direction. Okay? Now we know a positive means big number. Which way would I have to go to get a big number?
Right.
Right. If I went left, I would get a decimal less than 1. Okay? So, let's move it. Now, here's the fast way to do it. What? I'm going too fast.
No, you're going too slow.
That's what makes me kind of an okay teacher, is that I don't assume that you guys know everything.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You explain it really well.
Okay, good. Because for me, I was that doesn't make dumb people. I was that person in class, in college, and in high school that I was not the top of the line student, and I needed, you know, some people to dumb it down a little bit for me. You know what I mean? Get it? All right, cool. So let's think about this here. I could just simply take this decimal and start moving it 4 times, and then start imagining zeros. How many times do I have to move it before I got to the end? 2, and then I would just add 2 zeros. Yeah?
Yeah.
That was weird. That's a weird one. Okay. A little weird combo there, but kind of matching how I feel today. A little weird. You did it! Okay. Finish. You guys are like, I'm done. Finish. No, we're not. What? You'll see. I got one more thing that won't be quite as easy. But if you're good at the scientific notation, I think you'll find it's not overly difficult. But I'll explain.
Darn, I did it wrong.
That doesn't make dumb people. That doesn't make dumb people. I think I can, right?
Very smart people.
What?
It makes people that are not really smart.
No. God doesn't make people that aren't very smart.
He made people smart.
God makes people who have a decision to make as to how much they're going to put into their education, which dictates how smart they can become.
How about this? How about this? The difference between knowledge and intelligence.
That's true. God does make different varying levels of intelligence. I will agree with that. I've seen highly intelligent people act really dumb.
I've seen, yeah.
What I mean by that is, guys, we're not all equal in our ability to learn. That's not the case. But what I mean by that is God doesn't create dumb people. It's just some people have to work a little bit harder to reach the levels that other people don't. Just the way it is. I remember playing basketball, like hours shooting a basketball, and I could never become a really, really good shooter. But then there's other people that would, like, you know, wake up in the morning and just start shooting and just hitting everything. They just literally can make things all the time. You know? Sucks. Okay? Alright. So, big number, little number. One spot, 2 zeros. Yeah? Yeah. Ooh, big one. I mean, small number, but big number. Yeah.
6 zeros.
That's very large.
Okay, 1 spot, 6 zeros. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Correcto. Different way now. Big number. Not greater than 1.
8,500. Yeah.
Yay, we did it!
Oh, this is the big one.
Oh, 2 spots. How many zeros?
Like 5. Like 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Questions, we got it? Alright, last thing. I think there's another slide. Dang it, there's not. Okay. So,
Why this worksheet?
nope. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to make up one here.
What about the
Don't drop
sound
this in
effects?
it.
What?
The sound effects, when you change the song.
That's fine.
Okay. Do you remember Rule 4 on the scientific, the 6 big rule?
Yeah.
You remember, like, I had this number, and I said, how many sig figs does it have? And you guys would all say?
1.
Okay. And then if I put that there, 4. Okay. But what if I had an instrument that knew that that number was a 0, but didn't know that these numbers, those were rounded zeros? So essentially it has 2 sig figs. How do I show this guy with 2 sig figs? The answer is scientific notation. So, let me give you a problem. Let's see. Okay. How many sig figs does it have currently written?
2.
What if I put a decimal
Where?
at the end?
8.
8. And I put it in the middle, it'd be a different number, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Let's show this with 5 sig figs. Cool? Here's how I do it. Put it in scientific notation, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still 1.3 like we would do. Here's the problem. I need 5 significant digits, so what am I going to do?
Add 3 zeros.
Add 3 zeros. 10 to the, what do we, how many times do we move?
7.
7? Same number?
Yeah.
But does this follow, like if I look at my rules, are those zeros significant? Yes. What rule is that, like 2 or 3? 3, rule 3.
To the right of the decimal.
Right of the decimal, end of the number? You're looking like a deer in headlights look right now. Not sure what I did?
Put 7 with that, and then 7 x is 5 still. Oh, I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking that's a negative. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, got it? What if I wanted 4 sig figs?
Then you would erase it.
How about 3? How about 6?
Add 3 zeros.
See it? Alright, I'll give you one, and then once you get this done, when you get it right, I'll give you your worksheet. And you'll probably get done in class.
Yeah.
So it's not long.
Let me think here. How about this number? Show me that number with 3 sig figures. Right there.
Done.
Stop. Just let us work.
Nice kids.
Done.
It wasn't a guess. Dang
Why
it.
she's just yes. That's not how you
Yay! I can do the same.
Look at that exponent. That exponent's not right. And so are the numbers in the digits. You didn't copy what he handed you.
Go ahead, so.
You haven't run anything down. How are you checking something? 10 to the what? Because 3.40 times 10 is just 334.
There we go.
Shane, don't let him look at your stuff. What is that? Ooh, that's right, but not correct scientific notation. Where's the decimal supposed to go? Yeah, so add 2 more points to that exponent. Right? If you move it 2 times more that direction, it would be what? 4. Yeah. Exponent's wrong. Look at how many spots he moved. That has 4 sig figs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So what is that? Okay. There's rows here. You figure it out. Yeah. You see how that had 4 sig figs and we wanted 3?